Moody Wine Farm is said to be the first black-owned wine tourism farm in South Africa. Joining me in studio is farm owner Mamzi Ranaka. Hello.
Hello Jennifer, and thank you for having me in your wonderful studios. Yes, I am the owner of Moody Wine Farm. It is a family establishment. We got onto the farm in 2003. In 2005, when we first made our first vintage of wines, because we didn't start off making wines, and the wines was going to Wines of South Africa. It was being assessed by the South African Wine and Brandy Council. We were actually told that we were the first ordinary black South African family to buy a farm in the wine industry, and it was all wow to us because we were just ordinary people going about our ordinary life and doing what we set out to do, or walking our dream, and we walked into being the first farm to be owned by black people. It is an honor, but it is also a huge responsibility on us because it is almost like we are a test case. We have to succeed not only for ourselves, but we have to succeed for other black people, that they can see that this can be done. It is possible. It is not easy. It is very challenging. We are pioneers. We are beating the road, and the road is full of bumps and dirt and whatever. But we are hanging in there and hoping that people realize that it can be done. Thank you.
Well, congratulations on being role models, I guess, in the community to do that and show people that it can be done. Now, did you always love wine, or is it something you stumbled upon?
Not at all. None in our family drank wine. My husband didn't even drink alcohol. I didn't drink alcohol at all. We were living in the Northwest. My husband was a professor at the then Vista University, and he's the one that put together a merger between Vista and the then Rau University to make it the Johannesburg University. I'm a clinical psychologist by profession, and I was going about doing my own practice, but my husband always loved farming. He had stacks and stacks of Farmers Weekly, Landbouwweeks and stuff like that. But after 1994, when everything was like dispersed, my family also got dispersed. He went to the Johannesburg University. I stayed in Mafikeng. My children were all over. One was in Grahamstown, the other one in Port Elizabeth, and then the other one with the father in Johannesburg. So I said to him, don't you think that it is that time that you should start realizing that dream of being a farmer, because up to now we have just been an armchair farmer. So maybe we can find a place where we can get together as family. And then that's how it started, the idea started. And we worked on the idea. And of course there was always this call after 1994 by government to say that black people get back onto the land, create jobs for yourselves, create jobs for other people. And I also said to my husband, if it's not us who've got a little bit of education, who is it going to be? Let's just do it. We didn't have money. We didn't know anything about alcohol. We did not set out to start a wine farm in the beginning. We just wanted a farm, and it was going to be a farm around our place of origin. But our search took us further and further afield because we walked about 21 farms on foot. Wow. We drove to Mpumalanga, we drove to Port Elizabeth, we drove to George, we drove all over. But it was not by foot that we found this farm. Actually, it is through an internet search. So one day I decided that, okay, I'm going to sit on the internet. I'm going to look for a farm that will be suitable for us because we don't have money, we don't have experience. So the criteria for me was that A, the farm must be a running concern. Secondly, it must be in an industry which is structured and have support systems. And as my search brought me further and further afield down to the Cape, we first discovered the fruit industry. We almost bought a pear farm, and thanks God we didn't. And I found this farm on the internet, and it was a very old farm that has been on the market for 5 years. It was not. It's not on the prettiest part of Stellenbosch, but it is something that me and my family could afford. And the government then had said that if you find a farm, we will support you to the tune of 20% deposit, and you can have that farm. So we used that call and that opportunity. But as luck should have it, the opportunity did not realize that way. come the time to pay for the farm and the 20% to be paid by government, it wasn't there. But we had walked on this road for so long and committed emotionally and otherwise. We decided that we are going to bond our homes, take our savings, our pensions, and put them together as deposit for the farm. So we bought the farm through the land bank, and it was in 2003. And this farm had grapes on it, and it had guava on it, but it did not produce any wine at the time.
Wow, that's very brave of you to take that risk, I think.
It was a leap of faith.